Okay. Now we can finally play the game. We got delta time compensation done last time. Now build our fire script. .6 recurring. I think we should just make it take 1 damage every second. Can just use actual delta if I want to do that. And time. Just trying to think about how I should balance this. Currently, this doesn't really make sense. It would be extinguished at the same rate that it burns, even in a light rain. I think it should be like half of that in a light rain. If we did like half, 75%, 100%, 125%, maybe something like that. Seems about right to me, although maybe it should be like 1.5 times in a heavy rainstorm. You would imagine a heavy rainstorm would extinguish fire pretty quickly. Then it would be like 1.5, 1.2, 1.25, 1.75. But then that seems kind of like too much on the low end. So I'm going to go with the first option, I think. Just grab this. So I'm going to do like Wait a minute. This is supposed to be like more brackets divided by 60. Something like that, right? So if it extinguishes 25% faster in a rainstorm, is that really enough? I'm not feeling it, to be honest with you. I'm thinking more like this. Okay. Runs on a tick. Ooh, wait a minute. Do miracle trees have a local tick? I don't think they did until recently, but then I might have added it. Did I? Maybe not. No, they still run on a global tick. I could build something into this script that automatically detects whether it has a local tick or not, and then just defaults to a global tick if it doesn't. Or I could put these on a local tick. What the hell is this? So I set tick, global set tick. It's increments inside there. I don't know what I was doing here. Seems like I was trying to implement it, but then I screwed up. Self. Normally I do ID. So I'm doing this in the create event as opposed to inside of like the miracle code itself. It's gonna need these variables to be defined before we run this. don't I just do that? It feels like that's how I should do it, really. Well, I don't know why I pass in global tick like that. Wait, global set tick. What is that? Global set. I don't know. Undefined where real is expected. And set tick is incremented here. Set tick, tick roll, set tick. Why do I do that? Why do I do that instead of just like using the global variable? I don't know why it doesn't like this either. Well, I don't want to spend time changing it now, so I'm going to continue doing it this way. Seems like how it should be done though. Is this going to give me an error? Why is it like that? Undefined. Okay, and then I just need to do, what was it? Tick update when we change timescale, and then global tick timer equals tick, I guess. Okay. This would be the same, but it's going to be built into the new function. Okay, well, we're just gonna We're just going to be banking on the fact that everything that can be set on fire has a local tick. I'm pretty sure it does. Right now. What about the bushes? Oh. Okay, they are on a local tick, but I forgot to change this one. And is it tick update is there? Okay, so that's good. I'm pretty sure everything that can burn is on a local tick at this point. Okay, so right. Currently, everything that can burn needs a nearby humans fire list. I don't know that the animals have those, to be honest. Oh, they do. I'm tempted to remove animals, so burning animals don't emit heat. I don't know. We've got it right now. I mean, hopefully it's not going to cause any performance issues. I mean, it's extremely rare that animals even get set on fire. Why am I dividing? That's not right. We have extinguishment, which could, I mean, this could be its own script even. It would just sort of make this a bit more readable, I guess. Fire, heat, fire spread. Whereabouts are those? Game? I have fire extinguish. Oh, that's the rain one. I just didn't rename it. Rain. And then I would make a new script. rain script doesn't have a controller. If I just build the tick into these, would look a bit cleaner, wouldn't it? Would be less efficient though, because we'd be doing it twice. Checking it twice, okay. It's fine then. So the extinguish function is going to need some... It's going to need a universal section and then specific parts. These are universal, assuming I actually have all of those set up on every object. Okay, that's not actually very useful. Oh, right. We just use temporary lists, maybe? Temporary lists. That's probably worse. Is it worse? Not really. I guess it's the same as updating the list every time. Still have to check everything to see whether it should be removed from the list or added to the list. The same as just making a new list every time. And that way we could use temporary lists instead of having to worry about these variables being defined on all of the different objects. And then we wouldn't need to worry about removing anything, because we'd only add the ones that are in range each time. Nearby plants, nearby tents. Isn't there a nearby humans as well? Oh, fire can't spread to humans, can it? Also, it doesn't spread from humans. Wait, does it spread from humans? I think maybe it... I can't remember. Can't spread to humans. Right. Right, the nearby humans list is for heat. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it would be it would be more convenient to use temporary variables, temporary lists, and then I don't have to worry about setting them all up on any different types of objects that can be set on fire. Right. Oh, wait a minute. But we're using a with. I think you can do that, right? Can you do that? We did. If I remove the other, then it uses this one. Assuming that's confirmed by the fact that it's yellow. I'm pretty sure I've done temporary variables in a with before, somewhere like this. Trying to remember where that would be. And just destroy the list again once you're done with it. Interesting. Yeah, apparently it's fine to do it this way, so that's good. Okay. Well, I guess I'll finish doing the other two and then... Oh, wait a minute. Don't need this anymore, right? pretty sure that's fine. Okay. Okay. So we're using temporary lists now. Genius. Brilliant. And then we can just remove them from like everywhere. Nearby humans, fire, nearby tents, nearby plants. Hey, Michael Piona, I think it is. How's it going? Glad to hear it. I'm making a GodSIM game. Specifically, right now I'm refactoring my fire code. I'm converting this to use temporary lists. Where are we? I'm kind of refactoring the fire code here. So that it's just like more universally compatible, and I can just use this single function for everything without having to think about it, you know? So I'm just stripping out some of the old lists that we don't need anymore. effects. I do have some particle effects for the fire, yeah. The fire can spread between certain objects and it emits heat. But the heat only affects the humans because those are the only creatures that we're tracking the temperature of. Okay, that's all of them. Yeah, it's much easier to do things this way. So now this is like universally compatible with anything I run it on, I think. Yeah. And so is the, so is this one. Don't know why that's not a temporary variable there. And oh, this is the stuff that handles like rain. Rain can put out fires. And okay, this is the extinguishment thing, which is like, what should it do when it's fully extinguished? But that can be slightly different. Yeah. The humans will catch fire if they're inside of a tent when it catches fire. But right now, fire can't spread to humans any other way. It's only if they're inside of a tent when it catches fire. Yeah, it's pretty funny. They like run around on fire, and so you have like some spells or some miracles that you can use to extinguish them, or also there's like a class in game called the Water Bearers who will extinguish humans and tents that are on fire as well. So I've got to go and find the old fire code for all of the different things that can burn and like combine it into the new stuff. That we don't need that anymore because we're using those temporary lists, so I can just delete that. So only humans and tents get added to the global fires list. That's what's used for like extinguishing them. So it would just be like if object index equals object human, or object index equals object tent. Well, that's a parent. Does that actually work like that? I can do like if what is it? It's like get parent. I can't remember what it's called. Object get parent, I think. So we can get object get persistent. No. Parent object index equals object tent. I think we can do it that way. Yeah, that's like a list of fires that the water bearers should respond to. But, you know, certain things don't get added to that list. It's only humans and tents. So we just want to run that on humans and tents. The combatants list, I think, is the same, actually. I think that's the same. So that should be in there as well. Only humans and tents will get added to that list. Now, the combatants list, the name is misleading. Is the if there's anything on this list, it puts like a overlay on the UI, like it turns the edges of the screen red, and it puts arrows like that point to stuff if it's off screen. It used to be to alert you to like off-screen combat, but now we also use it for the fires as well, so the name just doesn't really make sense anymore. Okay, so okay, I guess I'm gonna look at the animal code. It seems basically the same. So I'm assuming all the animals are probably the same then. The tents will probably be slightly different. Yeah, definitely, because there's some extra stuff in there. Okay, that all looks fine. We'll check out the tents. This. Oh, here it is. So they've got some extra stuff. Don't know why this image alpha is here. I don't think we need that. So, okay, so has entrance becomes true again. We want to clear the human fire tracker if it's a match with this tent. Those we don't need. We put it back on the build list. Wait, do we? We put it back on the build list? I don't think we do. Maybe we do. Maybe I'm missing something. Ah, some of the particle effects are in here. Particles specific to the tents, right? Okay. We need that as well, but it will be separate. So I think when you extinguish a tent, it turns back into a frame. Is that right? I've forgotten really. How does it work? Well, I don't see anything to suggest that here. So I'm guessing it's kind of just handled by the repairs thing now, because we made an update recently where they can repair tents, which makes sense, right? Because before you would have to wait until it was completely destroyed and then rebuild it, which kind of sucked. But now you can repair them. And being on fire just deals damage to the tent, just like wind deals damage to the tent. Strong winds can damage your tents. And so I'm guessing we just use the repairs list. Interesting. But they probably can't actually repair it whilst it's on fire. But I don't think we add it to the build list. Or do we? If it reaches 0 hit points and it's on fire, then it needs to be completely rebuilt, right? Indeed. But if they manage to extinguish it before it burns down completely, then I guess they will just need to perform some repairs, which means we don't want to put it on the build list. Okay, and then is there... I just need to refresh my memory. There's something in the human code that prevents them from repairing tents that are on fire. Let's see. You would imagine so. Oh, too far. Repairs. Select tent from the repairs list. There's actually nothing to prevent them from repairing burning tents, I don't think, right now. Which is... unless they just can't be added to the repairs list whilst on fire in the first place. What if a damaged tent was already on the repairs list and then got set on fire, though? So rather than preventing them from being added if they're on fire and then removing them again if they do get set on fire, the easiest solution is just to prevent the carpenters from repairing them if they're on fire. There's 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So that's just this bit. This is the thing that selects tents that need repairing. I'm kind of surprised it's at the bottom here. They prioritize repairing tents over building them. That is what that means. If this was at the top, they would prioritize building over repairing. Yeah, there's always so much to think about, and it's hard to remember everything. Okay, but yeah, I just didn't think of this at the time, right? What if the tent's on fire? You're like patching up the tent whilst it's ablaze. That's not gonna work. So where are we gonna put this in here? What is this? Let me try and... what is this saying? So the repairs list is not empty, and the first entry on the list requires fur, and nobody has been allocated to withdraw the fur, or you have been allocated to withdraw the fur, or either you're the nearest available carpenter or you have been allocated. Okay, that makes sense. Or yes, let's find repair fur greater than... wait, what is this bit? Fur great... well, it wouldn't require repairing. Oh, no. I see. Because they still need to be able to target it in order to conduct the repairs. This is about, like, supplying it with fur. This is about actually repairing it. let me just try and understand the brackets here. That's like, this is completely separate from the, right, okay. That's all making sense. But then in this universal section, wait, why is that? Okay, so this is the universal section, just this bit. So if we also do, DSList find value repair 0 dot on fire equals false. Now they can only repair stuff that's not on fire. There we go. Okay, that's good. And I think this is not really supposed to be here at all. So we can just, hopefully I'm correct about that. We delete that. This is to add it back to the huts list. Okay. That's unique to the tents. This is the same as the humans. This is also unique to the tents. Has entrance, true, that's unique to the tents as well. Okay, and this bit as well, just until I find a way to rework the particle system. So back to the function. Oh, okay, this actually needs to be outside of here. This would be in here. Probably, where would we put this? Towards the end, because it's just a visual effect. It's not that important. Oh. And then this is... well, again, I think I want to do object get parent, because that covers all of our different types of tents. There we go. And we're not updating this time here because we're still using alarms for this. No, it's not really. I just have a Ko-fi page right now. I think I have a command for that. But I'm hopefully going to get the Steam page up pretty soon. And I'll put a demo on itch when I put a demo at the same time that I put a demo on Steam eventually. No worries. Okay. Hey, kill me on YouTube. This is GML, actually. GML. So this is our tent specific extinguishment code now. I'm getting a little bit lost in the source. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. The has entrance true. this bit. Let me just take the whole thing across and delete the bits that I don't need. There we go. Okay. I should put some comments here. I'll be able to read it easier. Well, oh, wait. Okay, no, I think we're good. What about plants? Wait a minute, there's probably more tent stuff to do first. I I'm pretty sure that's it. Pretty sure that is it. Is there any differences with any of the other types of tents? Probably not. Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. We need to build in like a subcategory for... Oh, good point. Yeah. Otherwise we would be adding... I see. So let's move this down. And this would be like if object index object hut. Yeah. They're called huts. They were huts in a very early version of the game, but then they got changed to tents and it was never renamed. Object crash, spelt like the first boss in Wailing Caverns because I'm a degenerate. And the store doesn't have anything like that, but does it have any unique sort of code? Build list, no. Nope, it's all fine. Okay, I think that's everything actually. Oh, let's just check the plants. I don't think anything's going to be different here, really. No. But I'm going to check anyway. Okay, looks like we got everything. So, I'm going to do one more. Take one more look at this. I just need to open another window. It's getting pretty toasty in here. Okay. What am I looking at right now? Did I put the stuff in the wrong place? Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. Humans and tents, tents only. I think I put it in the wrong script. Here we go. Nope, that's correct. Okay, what's going on? Confused the hell out of myself. Object get parent hut. Wait. I feel like I'm missing something here. Where is it? The crash thing. I just did that, right? Where is that? I put that in the hut code? Yes. Looks like I did. Whoops. Okay. Grab these two. Those need to be in here. Right. In place of that one. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to read it through. So extinguishment 100%, on fire false, extinguishment 0. Well, that's true actually. That can be run on all humans for anything. Oh my goodness. Michael Pima, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. So there's a lot of stuff that we know couldn't possibly be on the human's fire tracker though. So it would, I guess, be more efficient to only run this when we need to, really. Which would be in this one, because it's only tents and other humans that could possibly be on that tracker. So put this inside of here and get rid of this one. So then we get to our human and tent shared code. We clear this. We clear the fires list. We clear the combatants list. And then tents only. If the parent object is object tent, we set has entrance to true. That's universal for all 3 types of tents. And then if it's a hut, we put it back on the huts list. If it's a creche, we put it back on the creche list. That's everything, I think. Okay, nice. And then so if we go up 1 level, our actual fire effect function is looking like if on fire is true, we're going to take some damage at a rate of 1 hit point per second. Multiplied by the time scale. On tick, we're going to apply heat to any nearby humans. Also on tick, we're going to check whether this fire should spread to any nearby flammable objects. If it's raining, we're going to extinguish the fire, depending on how heavy the rain is. This is what we were just doing. This is what happens when the fire is fully extinguished. And then here we just have some particle effects for tents, specifically. Alarm. Oh, it's based on an alarm, which would be on the object. They would all need to have exactly the same alarm used, the same number. Okay, so... Hut alarm 1 is smoke. Alarm 2 is spark and fire. That's correct. Creche, alarm 1, smoke, alarm 2, spark, fire. and store alarm 1, smoke, alarm 2, spark 5. So that works. Eventually I'm going to convert everything off of these alarms and use variables. Maybe. Probably should do that. So I think we can test it, and I wouldn't be surprised if I've, balked something up somewhere. It might not run first try, but we'll give it a go. Let's run in VM for quicker compiling times. It's the easiest way to test this. Test mode would be the easiest way to test this. Test mode automatically places all of the tent foundations at the beginning of the game, and automatically assigns gifts to all the humans. I might actually want to just change something so that the tents are automatically pre-built at the beginning of the game as well, so we can set them on fire. Yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? But hey, at least you can see the game. Ooh, it didn't crash either, that's nice. Oh yeah, the sound effects on the when they're chopping the trees don't work anymore. Guess I'll fix that next. Oh, okay, there's the first error. Oh, right. The cleanup events. I didn't think about that. Because I deleted those lists. So I'm going to go through all the objects, clean up, and remove those lists. These 3. Reminds you of Ultima. I've not heard that comparison before. I never really played Ultima. I tried Ultima Ascension for like 5 minutes, and it was pretty rough. Populous. I played Populous at the beginning. This one. I didn't play the original. Yeah, that's the 3D one. I had it on PlayStation 1 when I was growing up. Oh, I didn't remove the old fire code as well. That's what I need to do. Okay, let's get the old fire code out of here and replace it with, well, we just gotta replace it with effect fire. Boom, look at that. It's a lot cleaner. It's a good question. Quite a few, I would imagine. Especially considering I could define all of my functions in one script, but I usually make multiple scripts. I usually use like one script per function, which seems a little bit unnecessary. These are all my scripts. I don't know how many there are in total. This many. That's a lot of scripts. Yeah, they could be consolidated down, definitely. I mean, I didn't really know how to use functions until quite recently. I was kind of doing it the old way. From what I understand, how GameMaker used to work was kind of like one function per script. And you would sort of run the script. But it's not like that anymore. I don't know. I basically learned to code on this project, so a lot of my code, is very old and janky, and I'm gradually rewriting a lot of it. Hence, we're refactoring the fire code today. What is that? What? Why is this bracket here? I don't know where that goes. Where does this bracket go? How deep does that hole go? There. Stage 2. Okay. Everything would burn. Everything burns at a consistent rate as well now. I think possibly like the humans and tents burnt at different speeds previously or something, but I do like consistent game rules. It minimizes confusion and makes everything predictable. But we might need to do some tweaking, some balancing of this stuff. We'll see. Where's the fire code? Yeah, the bleed effect I did the other day, it's much nicer to just have a single line instead of like all of the code meshed into one event. Nice. Yeah, there's all sorts of great stuff you can do with functions and constructors and structs, and I didn't know about any of it when I started out. The next project is going to look a hell of a lot different, let's put it that way. Although I think I'll probably switch engines for the next game. But I'll be able to apply a lot of the knowledge still. Oh yeah, I was thinking about it yesterday. The regen, the health regen, you get like passive health regen very slowly. Where is that? There. That should probably be before the death code, because if you were gonna get a tick of regen this step, then it should prevent you from dying, rather than checking, like, checking if your health is 0 first. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, heal list, I see. Yeah, we should probably also do that before checking whether we should add you to the heal list. In fact, that would be terrible if we added you to the heal list, only to then remove you again next step. That wouldn't really make sense. Plus all of my effects are together now, which is nice. That should be the same for the other creatures too. Are you also working in GameMaker, Michael? Sounds like it. What are you working on? Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting Discord notifications today. Normally it's muted because it's in streamer mode. It's not in streamer mode today. Working on a roguelike, cool. Can we check it out somewhere? Okay, there we go. So now the regen happens after the dots, but before the death code. So it could potentially save your life. I'm not sure if it should quite work that way, or if the regen should happen before the dots, which would be more punishing technically, but we can play around with it. Okay, pretty sure that's everything. Let's try running it. Oh yeah, let me make it so the tents are all pre-built. Takes a second, I just gotta uncomment this code. Not uploaded it anyway yet, it's just started a month ago, cool. Do you stream? Don't stream, okay. Just wondering. Here we go, okay. Why is everybody going in the tents? What? Oh, I definitely balked something. They're all going to bed, but it's daytime. Oh no. Well, it's good for our test because we can set how many water bearers have we got. Oh, but the nearest stream is really far away. Oh, and there's wolves over here as well. This is not going to end well, but let's try setting some tents on fire. So we can see the HP going down at a consistent rate. The healers are healing them. The water bearers are thankfully going to the safe stream. I really, Oh, you've got a tower defense game on Steam. That's cool. I love watching the water bearers putting out the fires. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the maps are procedurally generated with Perlin noise. It makes them look really nice. The healers are actually managing to keep everybody alive long enough for the water bearers to heal them. The tent's definitely going to burn down if I don't do something about it, though. But let's let it burn down just to see what happens. Oh, it crashed. Okay. Oh, is this the death code? Well, this is in the human code. Maybe one of the humans died? I don't know. Line 292, human, step 2. (292). Oh. Yeah, somebody must have died because the death code was called, and we still have references to those lists that we don't use anymore. Okay. I better check the other creatures as well. Yeah. I don't see anything like that in here. Well, that's really cool that you have a game on Steam already. I'm really looking forward to getting my Steam page up pretty soon, hopefully in the next few months. Okay, there's nothing like that in there, so we're good. We should be good now. So yeah, okay, we're gonna, so, what was the other thing I was saying? Oh, the sound, oh, okay, let me write some of this down. Otherwise I'm gonna forget. Carpenter chopping sounds not working when felling trees. We've got humans sleeping during the day. It's not good. Was there something else? I don't know. Let's continue testing this. I'll make a save this time so we don't have to sit through the loading screen every time. Oh, okay. Well, good job I checked. We can't save right now because we're trying to save a variable that no longer exists. That's you always forget, right? You always make changes and then you forget to update the save load system, or you add something to the game and you forget to update the save load system. Every time. So any reference to aging, we don't use that anymore. We have a new method of tracking aging. There we go. So I would suspect that it's probably the same, because I implemented delta time compensation recently, so that the timers all run independently of the frame rate, essentially. So if you have like a lower spec computer and the game runs slower, the timings are all still correct. But what happens is, because it hangs for a really long time on the loading screen, all of the humans, in fact all of the creatures, would die instantly because they would like starve to death during the loading screen, essentially. Not really, because they used to be fine, but because it takes like several seconds to render a single frame whilst it's doing all of that stuff on the loading screen, it would like increment their thirst timer by a really large amount of time, causing them to like die of dehydration immediately. And I suspect something's happening with the day-night cycle, something similar as well. In fact, we could just take a look at it now. It'll be an easy fix. Again, all I need to do is prevent the day-night cycle from like cycling until it's finished loading. Where is that stuff? I think it's in lighting. So if we just don't do any of this stuff until the game is finished loading, we should be fine. We could also disable all of the weather stuff until the game is finished loading. I mean, everything should be disabled until the game is finished loading, really, shouldn't it? But if we just do like, if instance does not exist object loader, because that gets destroyed when it's finished loading, then we just don't do any of this. So maybe that will prevent them from sleeping in the day. In fact, I have the little like clock. It's not really a clock, but I have the thing that tells you the time in the top left corner, so we could have looked at that and seen. I don't know what was going on. Maybe this isn't the fix. Okay, they don't seem to be sleeping in the daytime anymore, so that was probably it. How on earth do you spell resume? Okay, like that. Awesome, alright. Oh boy, I'm getting hungry. It's time for a break soon. In fact, I'm supposed to work out today in like 15 minutes. Oh jeez, maybe I should do that and then eat something. So you got these shrines throughout the world. You know, a lot of the art is still just placeholder stuff. Awesome, glad to hear it. But yeah, these shrines contain miracles, and you have to send your worshippers out to unlock the shrines to gain new miracles. There are these expansion stones, which increases the size of the sphere of influence, which is this ring around camp, which is the area in which you can perform miracles. But you can always perform miracles on your followers, even if they're outside of the ring. That's why they have this fire above their head. If they go outside, is anyone going to go outside? They don't want to go outside now. Anybody? Anyone gonna? I think they're just doing fine. They've got no reason to go anywhere. Oh, there you go. There's like that. And then you have portal stones as well. There's 4 of those, and once you've unlocked all 4 portal stones, it opens a portal on this thing, which is how you get to the next level. Currently, I have 10 levels and two different endings. This green bar at the top here is called the conservation meter, and every time you kill an animal or chop down a tree, that your conservation score goes down a bit. And if it's too low at the end of the game, then you get the bad ending, which is like, you know, where you destroyed the earth, basically. But if you can keep it up all the way to the end, then you get the good ending, which is like, you know, paradise, utopia, heaven on earth. That's my idea for the ending right now. Oh, and I can't remember if I said there's 10 different levels with 10 unique biomes in 4 different climates with full weather simulation and everything. And, you know, different biomes have, like, some have less of certain resources, or, you know, more like extreme weather conditions, or more dangerous creatures, although I don't have all the creatures in the game yet. And so it gets, like, harder and harder to survive, but you get more and more powerful miracles to help you. Yeah, I'm always like testing in this map because it's the first level, so this is the one that you see the most. But there's a lot of others, like there's a rainforest and a swamp and Arctic tundra, boreal forest, desert. Got all different ones. I only have 17 miracles in the game so far. You mean where are they going, like right now, or like when they go through the portals, like to the new levels? These guys are going to get water. These guys are the water bearers. Oh, the brown cube guys, those are foragers. So they'll hunt for these bushes. They look for bushes that have berries on them, like this one, and then they pick the berries. But they only do that if they don't have enough food in the store, and right now they seem to be doing not too bad. Once the food runs down a little bit, they'll go out. So yeah, there's 10 different gifts. Breeders, carpenters. Well, breeders, you know, they like, it's pretty self-explanatory. They make babies. So there's future generations for the tribe. Carpenters, they chop down trees, build the tents, they put fuel on the fire. Those are definitely the most complicated, like, logic. They have the most complicated AI. They're really cool. Drummers, they play these drums, which gives everyone a movement speed buff around them. We'll see if they show up in a second here. You'll see everybody gain like a speed boost. Oh, they immediately stopped again. Fishers, you know, fishers, pretty self-explanatory. They'll go to the sea and fish. Guards, they protect the tribe. Hunters, they hunt for meat and fur. They form little hunting parties and like go out in a group and hunt stuff. Shaman, they heal people. And they eat mushrooms when they get low on mana. They'll go find these mushrooms. Water bearers, yeah, we talked about them. They go to the streams and they put water in the store for everyone. And worshippers, and your worshippers, they worship at the obelisk here, and that gives you the power to perform miracles, so you have like a bit of a symbiotic relationship with the tribe, right? Yeah, it's nighttime and it's raining. And we could set some tents on fire, because we need to test that. Yeah, they'll sleep at night, they'll shelter from the rain, they'll, what else? I don't know, they do a bunch of different stuff. Wow, they took care of that pretty quick. Okay, let's... Oh, why is this guy stuck? Oh, he's regenerating mana. I thought he was stuck. I'm paranoid because all the bugs, you know, I've got PTSD. Well, we can definitely slow them down. If we set the store on fire, then they can't get water out of the store, and they'll have to go to the stream. That'll slow them down a bit. And so normally, like, you know, you have to grant the gifts to the different humans, so you have to, like, manage the tribe, so you have enough of each gift. And then you're trying to, like, protect them. There's wolves and bears and stuff that can attack. And you're trying to, like, unlock these shrines whilst managing the tribe and trying to reach the next level and stuff. It's, pretty fun. I enjoy it. I get pretty invested whenever I'm playtesting it. You know, for a really long time, for like the first couple of years of development almost, it feels like, or maybe for like the first year and a half, there was no gameplay. It was just like a glorified screensaver, really. Because I was just building up the simulation and all these systems. And then eventually, like, it suddenly turned into a game, like, out of nowhere, you know? Suddenly we had, like, the core loop, and it was like, oh, wow, you can actually play this now. But it took a really long time to get to that point. Oh, yeah, and the, like, the days get shorter in the winter and stuff like that. And longer in the summer. I'm simulating all that stuff. And there's one map, actually, the Arctic Tundra, which is a polar map, right? So it's actually nighttime for 6 months out of the year, and daytime for 6 months out of the year. And it's funny because you'll be playing on that map and you don't even realize at first, and then you're like, wait a minute, it's been nighttime for like a week. What is going on? it's just kind of... It's kind of strange. Okay. Let's try setting some more tents on fire. Let's set the store on fire, and then set this tent on fire as well, and this one. Okay. Hey, Ovi, what's up? Okay, let's... Oh my god, I don't know how they're going to deal with this. The water bearers are rushing to the stream to get water. They can't get in the store because it's burning. They'll try and put the humans out first, and then they'll do the tents. But I think the tents are all going to burn down. Hey, thanks for the sub, Ovi. I really appreciate it. Yeah, they'll try and extinguish all these fires. But we want to see what happens when the tents burn down, because we haven't tested that yet. Well, actually, we know, no, that didn't change. We need to see what happens when the tents get extinguished. So I'll use miracle water to extinguish these, actually. Another thing you can do is you can control the weather. So you can summon a storm to like rain on everything and put them out as well. Okay, I'm going to extinguish these just to make sure everything's working okay. So you see like fur to repair pops up, and they'll try and, like, for every 10 HP that it loses, it takes 1 fur to repair. So the carpenters will do that if there's enough fur in the store. There's a little bit of fur in the store there. But also I can use miracle fur to, like, supply these with more fur, I think. H-tents. Yeah, the hentai tents. They're just gooning in there all night. No, those are the huts. I mean, those are the ones that they sleep in. The K tent is the creche, which is where the breeders and the children go. It's like a school or something, right? Kind of a little bit inspired by Black and White, which had like a nursery, I think, in that game. But I've just noticed something, that I can't actually supply these with fur using miracle fur. I could put fur in the store, and they would use that. Let's see. Are they going to get these repairs done? We only have 1 carpenter. That's not helping right now, I imagine. They're probably, like, looking for firewood or doing something else. Where are they? Where are they? Maybe they died. Oh, God. Actually, I don't think anybody died. I think the water bearers actually managed to save everyone. Pretty impressive. I'm just going to ban this guy. How do I do that? I've never banned anyone on YouTube. Alright, where's the carpenter? There, I see them. They just went to bed. God damn it, dude. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned that they're not repairing these tents. Well, we've got way too many water bearers, although that actually helped, because they were able to save everyone. We don't need 5 foragers, probably. I don't have any way of telling who's in which tent right now. But I made it recently, so if you click on the tent, they will all come outside. Because there was no way to get them out of the tent before. Okay, there's one of the foragers. I'll convert you into an extra carpenter. Oh, that crashed the game. Oh boy. Oh, really? Okay, so I'm also clearing those lists. Because it's in the tracker's clear script, and that gets called when you reassign a gift. Or assign a gift. I see. Okay, well, we gotta fix that. Oh yeah, I am doing a deload week this week, so I'm not going to be lifting heavy. Actually, it'll be pretty nice to have a bit of a rest week. Trackers clear. I just got to remove Why is this one in here twice? Nearby plants. Why is only nearby plants in there? Where's the other two? Strange. Nearby. There was nearby humans fire and there was nearby tents. Neither of those are in here. Okay. Well, that's not going to crash the game anymore. Dang it. I didn't realize that was going to happen. We need to figure out why. It might have just been because we just had like one carpenter and he was busy doing other stuff. We need to figure out why they weren't repairing the tents, or if they can even repair the tents. Yeah, I'm using DS grid. Yeah. I can actually show you the grid. This is what the grid looks like. You can see like the ocean is all flagged off as forbidden. Wherever the trees are is forbidden cells. It's nice to have built-in pathfinding, but it's I don't know if they improved it recently or what, but it wasn't very good at first. I had some issues with it. Okay, we gotta no, there's no height. Well, I mean, depends what you mean. Like, the Perlin noise is kind of like a height map, right? And I have a fall-off map, which is how I make it, like, turn into ocean at the edges. But there's no, like, height in the game, if you will. Oh, jeez. I better grab something to drink. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's set everything on fire again. Just because we want to do some damage to the tents. We only have a single water bearer this time. They're not going to be able to extinguish everybody. So, I think I better help them out. Oh, wait. Why is it not working? Oh god. Oh no. I can't extinguish them. It's bugged. Okay, I didn't know that was bugged. Oh, I can extinguish that one though. Oh, really? I can only extinguish them inside the sphere of influence. Stand still. Oh my god, I can't. There we go. Okay, so these tents have taken some damage. That is weird. You know, this miracle should obviously work outside of the sphere of influence as well. I can pick the humans up and move them inside the sphere of influence, then extinguish them. True, true. Okay. I don't know why. Oh my god, everybody's like going to the shaman. They need healing, but the shaman are like... I don't know what the shaman's doing actually. Oh my god, this poor child is burning. Oops, I reignited them. That's okay, so they also... So I noticed something else there where the water bearers don't stop chasing burning humans when they're held by the player. That's a bug. Water bearers don't stop chasing burning humans when they are held by the player. Okay, how many... We've got 3 carpenters this time. That's a good number of carpenters. Let's see if they do these repairs. I'll put some extra fur in the store just so they have the fur they need to do this. We just want to confirm that it's working. Hey, Brain. Okay. That could be a really good thing or a really bad thing. Ooh, what's going on with this shaman here? Guess they were like out of range or something. Shaman state looping when injured but going to bed, and nearest shaman is out of range. So something was like interrupting what they were doing, but then the shaman was like too far away to actually heal them or for them to see them, to go to them. That's a bug as well. We're finding lots of bugs today. A weird forest trail that goes out like a kilometer and then goes back to the road again. It's nice for jogging. Nice. Oh my god. Please be careful, guys. Did they kill this bear? How is this bear dead? That's crazy. This is the second time I've seen this. Like, the hunters aren't supposed to hunt bears anymore. I removed that, but here they are, harvesting a bear. Very strange. Okay, are the carpenters repairing? Oh, they repaired this one, so that's obviously working. Okay, I think before we just didn't have enough carpenters to, like, do everything, right? So that's fully supplied with fur now. But I guess it still needs repairing. I don't think the thing should disappear until it's finished being repaired completely. Why is nobody repairing it? They're all like sheltering from the rain instead of repairing the tent. I think they should prioritize repairing the tent over sheltering from the rain. Here we go. Okay, they're doing it now. I don't know what that was all about. Hey, tent's fully repaired. Yeah, I think the message should still be visible until it's finished being repaired. So, let me just write that down. Show fur to repair message when or like until tent is fully repaired. Actually, I can't really do that. Ah, forget it. Prefer jogging over walking. Makes sense. I mean, probably releases lots of feel-good sort of chemicals. Let's have a look at your tower defense game, Michael. Ooh. It's a cool looking map. I love those vehicles zooming along that path. Oh, nice. Airdrops. Oh, you like parachute them in. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that before. Oh, here we go. I love these guys. Oh wow, they can like move on the ground as well, so you can reposition them. Nice. Machine gunners, snipers, and towers. Move your men into towers to increase their shooting range. Cool. 3 challenging levels to conquer. Yeah, that's good. You've got like 3 unique looking environments. Nicely done. World War II style. Very cool. Okay, well, the carpenters are repairing. That's no problem. We did find some various bugs and stuff though, which I'm gonna need to fix. We've done that, cross that off the list. And let's take a look. So we got... Oh yeah, the chopping sound effect not working when they're chopping trees. Humans sleeping during the day, we fixed that. We just had to disable the day-night cycle until it finished loading. Water bearers don't stop chasing burning humans when they are held by the player, so we gotta look into that. Shaman state looping when injured and going to bed, but nearest shaman is out of range. Let's just have a quick look at that. Oh, I still can't save and load. God damn it. Oh, I didn't think about that. Right, right. So... Alright, brain. Have a good one. Enjoy. Fingers crossed. No rain for brain. Oh, damn. Well, good on you for still doing it. The white ones are worshippers. They worship at the obelisk in the middle of camp, which gives you the power to perform miracles. Okay, yeah, just something else that I forgot to update in the save load system. Last thing I'm going to do, and then I've got to go work out. Otherwise I'm going to get too hungry. Save. So which ones was it? It's the bears and the deer. Those are the only ones where I need to change this. Say state sleep. That needs to be state asleep. And do I need to do anything in the load code as well? Oh my god, where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, I have a script for that now. Load states. There we go. Oh, in fact, I have a specific script depending on which creature it is. So I have a load bear state script. I have to change sleep to asleep. And load deer states, same thing. Whoops. That's it, okay. Okay, I'm gonna just try saving and loading one more time. And hopefully we can actually save the game now. That means that last build that I released, you weren't even able to save. Nice. Enjoy your brew. Here we go. Can I save? Yes, but... Oh. Wait a minute. What? It changed the time of day. Just brewing up. Gotcha. That was weird. So saving the game changed the time of day? Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Because saving causes this big lag spike. There's like a time skip or something that happens. That is weird. What happens if I save now? Holy shit, it just like skipped to the middle of the night. That is crazy. Okay, so we need to pause. We need to like pause the day-night cycle when we save. Yeah, there'll be a stream over there or something. Why is it so dark? It's crazy. Not even raining. Normally it's really dark if it's like a stormy night. Oh my god, the sun's not even coming up. What the hell is going on? Oh, there we go. So the sun came up right, like really late. I'm in England. Oh my god, right. So I never thought about this. This is insane. We could try like... No, we can't do that. We basically just need to pause, like, I mean, not pause. We can't just pause the game. That would be pretty convenient, right? If we could. But we can't do that because that deactivates all of the instances and then we wouldn't be able to save them. So what we need to do is like essentially stop the day-night cycle from running when saving the game. So like when you hit F5 to save the game, we need to set some variable like global saving to true, and then only run the day-night cycle code when global saving is false, and then set the variable back to true when it's finished saving. Let's try that. Global saving false by default. And then if I hit save, global saving equals true. And then in the lighting object, so if instance does not exist, object loader and global saving equals false, then we can run the day-night cycle. Yeah, the interesting thing is, like, before, when the humans were pathing, if you saved the game, they would, like, stop, you know, whilst it saves, and then they would carry on. Whereas now, they will, like, skip ahead to where they would have reached in the time that the game was, like, frozen whilst it was saving, right? Which is what the delta time compensation does. But we don't really want the... We don't want the day-night cycle. I don't know if we even want that happening either. Like, do we want them to stop moving? Do we want all the creatures to stop moving whilst the game saves or something? I'm not really sure, but hopefully we can at least prevent the day-night cycle from breaking. Oh, I got to set it back to I gotta set it back to false again once it's finished saving. Is that gonna work? I don't really know if that works. Because it's exactly the same step, right? And the code is all executed linearly, so... I'm not sure this is really a viable method. Or we could add a step event in here, and then we set saving back to false the next step, the step after this. That could possibly work. Let's just test it this way first, and it probably won't work. And then we can try it the other way. Ooh. I didn't expect all of this stuff to happen. I could not have predicted it, but hopefully we can fix everything. Oh, no, it's still same problem. So that's not a viable method. But we can do... Actually, I don't know if do key presses get executed before or after the step event. I have no idea. Let's just try this. I think it's nice to have delta time. It sort of increases the quality of the final product. But it's definitely a bit of a pain in the ass. Nope, same problem, same problem. Interesting. So, well, it's possible that I could add a key press check in the lighting object, which like disables everything when you press F5. Don't know if that would make any difference, really. same problem. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. Australia, nice. I've always liked Australia. I've never been, though. So I'm just going to remove this for now. And try and fix it later. See if I can come up with a solution. Yeah, don't know how I'm going to fix that. That's pretty high priority, though. Saving causes the day-night cycle, or just like the time of day. Saving causes the time, I don't know, the day-night cycle to skip ahead. Alright, well, we've got a nice selection of bugs to be working on, and some other stuff that I want to do as well, but I really do need to go work out before it gets too late. I'll be back here in about 5-10 minutes on the phone to lift some weights for a bit, for about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to head off and grab some food and stuff, and I'll probably do a bit more game dev this weekend. I mean, this evening. I probably will do some game dev this weekend as well, but it's Monday. I'll probably do more this evening, so I'll be back in a few minutes to lift some weights. Thanks for watching. Thanks again for the follow, Michael, and I'll see you in a bit.